way to digital transformation. We are an independent, vendor-neutral ISO IEC 1024 accredited certification body committed to helping individuals and organizations stay future-ready in a rapidly evolving world. GSDC is accredited by the Accreditation Board for International Certification Bodies, ABICB. For 10 years, we've certified more than 100,000 professionals across Europe, North America, Asia, and Africa, with our offices in Switzerland, the United States, and Singapore. Our programs are recognized by leading publications and podcasts, including Forbes, Tech Target, People Managing People. We offer 100-plus globally accredited certifications across emerging and in-demand domains like generative AI and emerging technologies, HR and learning and development, project management and agile Scrum, ISO and quality management, information security. Each GSDC certification is designed to empower professionals with confidence and help organizations stay competitive in a fast-changing landscape. Every certification is crafted with insights from 100-plus global advisory board members representing top universities and leading industry experts. Our certified professionals are trusted by 500-plus multinational companies, which help unlock better roles, faster promotions, and delivering cutting-edge expertise. We partner with 100-plus authorized training partners and 50-plus universities, supporting talent across all career levels, from entry-level to executive leadership. As a GSDC member, you gain lifelong access to interactive webinars, hands-on workshops, SME panels, and global summits. Join a vibrant community of 25,000-plus members and be part of our global events. Check our reviews on Trustpilot. We're trusted worldwide for quality, support, and impact. Whether you're aiming higher or building tomorrow's talent, GSDC is your partner in purposeful growth and impactful leadership. Visit our website to explore our offerings. GSDC, share the best practices and learn from the best practices.
Hello dear participants, thank you so much for joining today's session. We'll be starting this session now. Please allow me a minute so I can share my screen and we can start. Here we go. I hope you all can see my screen, and those who have joined for today's session, I welcome you all and I wish you a very happy new year to you all, and thanks so much for joining again. On behalf of Global Skill Development Council, I would like to moderate today's session and inform you all that we have started this series on GSDC AI in Action 2026, Predict, Protect and Perform across industry, with a theme that is applying productive, secure and high performance AI at scale. And as you all know that we do have an incredible panel of AI experts aligned for this entire series, which is scheduled from 5th to 31st of January 2026, with the time slot that is 7:30 a.m. Central, 9:30 p.m. Singapore, 7 p.m. Indian Standard Time and 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So please do join us for all the upcoming sessions as well. So before I could hand over the session to our speaker today, would love to quickly introduce our hosting organization. We known as Global Skill Development Council. We are globally recognized certification body, and we do have 100+ authorized training partner with us. So I would love to thank you those who have joined us through our training partner channel. In case if you are looking for any training program for yourself, feel free to reach out to our training partner. I'll share the contact details in the chat box. And also I'm very proud to inform you all that we are accredited by ABICB and supported by World Press Hub, which is our official media partner who covers all our events and press releases. Also, we do have 500+ subject matter with us. They work with us closely to design our exams, programs and all the deliverables that we have. And also we do have 100+ certification portfolio with us, and we have certified more than 250,000 professionals worldwide so far. Also, we are associated with 1,000+ multinational corporates and 500 Fortune companies and 50+ universities across the world. And let me quickly introduce you all to GSDC AI Studio. So it is an amazing platform where we are providing 100+ live session which is led by global experts monthly basis, and this includes 4 daily sessions, which is 45 minutes of impactful session. You'll get hands-on learning. This session, as I said, this is a platform where you can directly learn from the AI leaders around the world, and real-time practice where you can apply all the concept that you have learned in that particular session. And also, in case if you have any doubts or question, that will be resolved instantly. And also, this training is aligned with the industry standards for job ready skills. Isn't it amazing? So you can start your learning right away with GSDC AI Studio for 14 days completely free, where we are providing 80 plus live session in that particular month and full access to GSDC Studio. Another step that you can opt out for GSDC lifelong membership with $109, where we are providing lifetime access, 80 plus live session each month, access to full GSDC AI Studio, free GSDC membership, access to all our physical events, LinkedIn profile improver. The last step that you can opt out for is GSDC certification plus lifetime membership with $100, which is limited time offer, where we are providing GSDC certification access, all benefits of lifetime membership, personalized coaching, capstone project plus AI tools, GSDC co-pilot and competency assessment tool. Isn't it amazing? You can get in touch with a learning advisor to get more information. I'll share the contact details in the chat box shortly. Feel free to reach out to them for any concern or any question or any help that you want regarding the GSDC AI Studio. So as I mentioned in my previous slide, that we do have 100 plus certification portfolio, which includes certification in almost all domains, which includes L&D and HR, Gen AI, agentic AI, emerging technologies, ISO, lead auditor and implementer, project management and PMO, agile DevOps, SRE, cybersecurity and digital transformation. So this certification is specifically designed for all the professionals worldwide who want to upskill themselves, or who want to looking for, who want to want to stay industry relevant. So in case if you are looking for any of this certification program, feel free to reach out to a learning advisor to get more detail. Also, you can check our website, which is www.gsdcouncil.org, to get more information regarding all this certification and to check all the offerings that GSDC has for all of you. So let me tell you all what all benefits you will be getting with this certification program. So you'll become GSDC's member for a lifelong. With that, you'll be getting certificate upgrade. You'll be having free access to all our events, workshop, boot camps, and guess what? You'll be having free access to all our exclusive learning program that we do have. Along with that, you'll be getting implementation resources, speaker invites, and newsletter. Feel free to sign up yourself for this certification program. You can reach out to a learning advisor. You'll find all the contact details shortly in the chat box. So without any further delay, I would love to quickly introduce our today's speaker, Sonali Goel. She's a senior software development engineer, and she'll be taking us through the topic, the future of agentic AI in enterprises, what leaders need to prepare for now. I would love to tell more about Sonali. So it's not every day that you meet someone who builds world-class technology and builds people along the way. Today we have the privilege of welcoming a leader who represents both technical excellence and community impact. Sonali Goel is a Women in Tech Award 2025 winner, a senior software development engineer with over 15 years of experience and true force behind scalable system and agentic AI. Beyond her engineering achievements, Sonali is deeply committed to mentorship and empowering the next generation of technologists. We're delighted to have her with us today. Thank you so much, Sonali, for joining. The stage is yours. Thank you. I'm so sorry, Sonali, you're on mute.
Sorry. Thank you so much for such a warm welcome, Preetham. And I would like to thank you all the participants for joining us today. Quickly, let me share my screen. And hope you all are having a wonderful day today. And before we kickstart, I would like to just introduce what we are talking about, introduce myself. And if you have any questions, you can just pop up in the chat, or in the middle, if you want to raise hands, you can ask questions straight away, and I would like to answer that as well. So let's begin. So today we are talking about the future of agentic AI in enterprises. So we all know the buzzword agentic AI, and it is driving crazy around the AI space. And even if you are just new to AI, I think this is the right time to know what agentic AI is, how you can understand how agentic AI works, and what actually is required for agentic AI to go at a level that it is enterprise and production ready. So I'm going to walk through on this topic today. A little introduction, I think, which Preetham covered very well, but I would like to take this stage. I'm Sonali Goyal, software development engineer at ESCO Technology in the UK. I'm a leader at Women Coding Community, and I volunteer as for that community. And for all the effort that I have put in for that community in past couple of, I think, more than 3-4 years, I've been awarded Women in Tech Award 2025 last year. And if you would like to connect with me, please, you can scan the QR code, or you can find the details in the chat as well to connect with me on LinkedIn. Okay, so let's talk about the agenda today. We are going to talk about how we have progressed from agentic AI, Gen AI to agentic AI, what transformation has gone in, and what basically the stark difference when we talk of generative AI and when we talk about agentic AI. We'll touch upon what enterprise agents really do, what make them differ from generative AI, and how the world around AI is moving so at a very fast pace. We'll try to cover a little about the risk and reality checks you should know about your agents. Then I would like to present to you an agent strategy framework that I think is quite helpful when you are designing your own agent and having that right balance, what your agent should perform, thinking about the guardrails, risk, and a lot more other things. At the end, I would like to give away a challenge for you all where you can play around and just do what we have learned as part of this session and play back and think through and design your own agent. If anybody has any questions before I begin, just raise your hand or drop a note in the chat. If not, I'll move on. Okay, so let's move on and let's talk about a little about Gen AI and agentic AI, just to cover our basics correct. So from generative AI, if you remember precisely when ChatGPT was launched, we all went in to just maybe correct our English or write our first email or just think what is the right way to construct this message. There was so much around content creation, and frankly speaking, the content creation got faster, innovative, and that's what Gen AI provided us. It provided us the productivity gains. It gave us the knowledge access, which we used to struggle a lot when we used to Google search, and we have tons and tons of results, and reading through those articles and trying to understand what makes sense, what doesn't, which information is correct, and where to pull out the information from one article to the other. Gen AI has given you that flexibility that you don't have to do all these Google searches all around and read those articles multiple times. It has consolidated all that knowledge base in one mega database, and then you can simply access all that information on just asking that question to your AI. It also has definitely improved our efficiency. As an individual, we can simply ask ChatGPT, maybe. I think sometimes we go and ask all the silly questions as well. How do I plan my travel? Where do I go? So all these questions, all these individual task list, goal setting, a lot of things have helped when we started using ChatGPT or any other platforms that is giving us generative AI responses. Now let's talk about agentic AI. That was pretty good using generative AI. Now, why we are talking about agentic AI? Agentic AI has pushed the boundaries a little more. It is you can think of as like a virtual you doing a particular task end to end. So you can think of like you have to file a bill. So instead of you going to a website, uploading the bill and then submitting, maybe you can just talk to your agent, and that agent can do end task for you. So that's the boundaries that agentic AI is trying to push. So you can, with the help of an agent, you can do your task, end-to-end task execution. They can do cross-system coordinations and even accelerate your decision making. So basically, Gen AI helps improve our productivity, whereas agentic AI is definitely coming our way to change how we work and how the work is done. Now, what is agentic AI? I want to touch really a slightly deeper upon this topic because it's quite fundamental to know when you, as leader, as strategist, from anywhere you're coming from and you want to know more about agents, then you need to know what exactly agentic AI is trying to solve. Okay, so you can think of agentic AI as it's specifically designed to execute multi-step workflows. So when you talk about traditional workflows or traditional batch jobs, uh, it was simple. If X happens, then do A, B, and C in sequence. So it was all based upon a predefined path that the workflow had to follow. But when we talk about agentic AI decides what steps to take. Agentic AI, by contrast, is goal-driven. That's why workflow will execute instructions, but agents will pursue for goals and the outcomes. In order to do that, the agents are quite powerful in that sense that they have the ability to integrate and operate across variable tools. So if any of you use co-pilots and the GitHub co-pilots like a coding assistance or any other coding assistance, you would have seen that in the past, you can just ask the question, how would you write a piece of code? But now it writes a piece of code, and that when it used to generate the response, it was more of like a generative AI space. It had the knowledge of the existing language syntaxes, some examples, and it tries to build the code from there. But now, when GitHub Copilots and other coding assistants have incorporated agents into them, what they are doing now is they are actually giving you a response, but then they are retrying it, retesting it, whether it fits all the criteria of what was required. Then they regenerate the code again, and then at the end they will showcase you the last outcome. So in that sense, in that particular example, you can think that agents determines what actions to take and in what order, and which tools to use based on the context, constraints, and outcomes. So it's quite fundamental to know that agents are goal-driven, but Gen AI, you can think, works basically on the trained data that they have already have access to. Now I would like to talk a little bit about AI capability ladder, how different levels of AI and functionality works, because it's quite a important topic for me, because when I started learning AI, and with so many advancement around AI launching right and left and center in the last couple of years, your mind get convoluted about chatbots, co-pilots, and now the new buzzword agents. So it's quite difficult to comprehend what exactly chatbots are. They still agents or are they still co-pilots? But I would like to mention that not all AI systems behave the same way. So here, that's why it's crucial to understand that treating chatbots and co-pilots and agents interchangeably is not correct. They have their own specific use case, and they have their own specific, I would say, examples and the goal to perform or the task to perform. So let's take an example and talk through all these three different AI ladders and what capabilities they can offer. At level one, I would like to talk about chatbot AI. I think most of us know that chatbots were the first assistants, sort of AI we got introduced to. So the chatbots are basically very simple assistants, and I would really want to nail down they're just assistant who would respond to user queries based upon the predefined databases, predefined access to a data source, and they're not doing any other than that, just accessing that information from that data source, what is asked. Okay. If you have any questions, feel free. And I think Preetham, because I can't see the chats as well, so just stop me, and I would like to answer any questions from any of you. Now we are a bit clear that the first ladder we all stepped into was chatbots, and they are simple assistants who will respond to our queries based upon a data source already they have access to. The second level we are talking about are co-pilots. They are AI that assists human. What it does suggest actions, helps prepare inputs for humans. So you can think of an example here, like an employee expense reimbursement system. And in the expense reimbursement system, you can ask a chatbot, hey, how can I submit my expense reimbursement? So it can give you maybe a link to a page and say, hey, you can go and read these details there. Now, in the same example, when we talk to a co-pilot, it would say, help me submit my expense claim. Then it would guide you through the different steps. So it would say, step 1, go to this website or go to this link. Step 2, once you have done, then you say done. Then you come in and Copilot will help you guide through the whole process. It is quite similar to chatbot, but they actually drive inputs from humans. And then at the third level, when we talk about the same task, when we ask an agent, then the agent would execute that task in an whole autonomous environment, autonomously. What does that mean? That it will work towards a goal, and it uses enterprise systems to and different systems access that it has to perform that examples. So for example, in case of an agent, you say, hey, process my expense claim. So what agent steps could do? So the goal of your agent is to process your expense claim. I'm not talking about submission for now, but I'm saying just process it. It can include submission, but let's see. what are the capabilities of my agent. So when I said that, hey, agent, just do this process. So my agent will go and does the navigate through all the different processes and steps and say, I think I need to validate the receipts first. Uh, After validating, looks pretty good. It applies all the company policies for submitting a claim. Maybe it finds that the date of the claim has gone past, and the agent would reply, sorry, you cannot process this expense claim anymore. Or once it has passed all the policies and it has gone to the next level to submit it to an ERP, like a system, it requests more clarification. Some of the information the agents think that would a normal human being would do are missing. Then it would escalate and send you an email. All that can be done by an agent. So that's the capability that agent has, and that's the AI ladder. Each and every one of us should know, like, what are the capabilities of a chatbot, what are the capabilities of a co-pilot, and what are the capabilities of an agent. And there are tons of use cases. And in this example, maybe on your website, which is like it's like a employee expense reimbursement page, where you just need a chatbot to help and guide your employees to just refer to the page where all the policy information and the process is defined, because you as a company have still not want that an agent to process that. A human should take a responsibility step by step to perform these actions. So it's all about the use case and your example where you actually want to use these different AI capabilities. Let's talk about what agents do. So they, as explained quite well in the previous examples, they break goals. They try to operate and perform multiple tasks. So they have a big goal, like all of us or most of us, we have a big gigantic goal, but we sometimes want to split that goal into small executable tasks. So that's what agent starts, breaking larger goals into manageable tasks. Then after breaking those tasks, it analyze what would be my next action. So in order to do that, it has to analyze the current data and optimize the workflow and see which path I need to take. Because it's not a traditional workflow where it says that, okay, if this is the trigger, then you have to follow this, this, this. But it has to decide at that particular point what information I already have. Can I work with that information, or I go back and ask for more information or gather the information from a different data source? Once that's done, then it invokes the actual system invocation happen. Maybe it is as in the previous example where everything went well. We have given the agent the leverage to submit a claim. It will simply go and process, perform all the policy checks and submit the claim for you. So it is the basic steps that agents would perform. Any questions? Okay, let's move on. So enterprise adoption, enterprise level, we have a lot of challenges when we are trying to adopt agents, and it is all over the place. So if you are in a place where you're starting to work through agents, or you're already going pilot, trying pilots with your agents, it is not in the, I would say we are not there yet. A lot of organizations, a lot of enterprises are still experimenting whether do we use agents, what is the right mix of using agents and human interventions. So I would say we are just at a very preliminary awareness stage. We are doing isolated pilots, and because when we are doing those pilots, we are identifying few things that we might have missed, or we are not thinking about it, which we would like to talk about in the next slide. So some of the common myths I would like to highlight when understanding about AI, agentic AI, and specifically when leaders decide that we want to adopt AI, but is it right? What are we doing it? Is it more complex? So let's talk about some of top three common myths when we as leaders decide that, hey, I want to use agentic AI and let's go for it. So when we think of using it, uh, autonomy, and people think that autonomy means more value. So you can think like, if we let the agents act freely, we'll move faster. So that's a myth, that we'll have no boundaries. Agents can perform, have the access, all the access for this data source X, Y, Z. And so I would like to highlight that autonomy without boundaries create risks and not speed. So if you think, okay, I have my agent ready, it has access to all the data sources, it will be quicker. I don't need my team to perform this task, and my agent can do it. But maybe you need to hold back a little and think, am I creating more risk? Uh, I know it might speed up the work, but is it creating more risk? Um, so you can think, as an example, in a customer refund system, of if we have an agent who can do like a customer refund, a fully autonomous agent would issue refunds. But in edge cases, there are incorrect payouts, cost spikes, and due to that, the trust of your customer can drop significantly. So the better approach in that sense would have to um, agent to recommend the refund, and humans approve those thresholds, or human approves those claims. So that's a mix of using your agents and human interventions, as an example. Second myth that I would like to highlight and talk about is agentic AI is just more complex workflow. So, and we all think like this is just an automation with extra steps. But that's not right. You can choose the goals for your agents. Workflows follows path, but agents choose paths. So this is a difference that you need to understand, that agentic AI is not a complex automation or a complex workflow. It is quite a different approach of completing a task end to end. So that's a very important point when you're thinking about building an agent and not building a workflow. The last myth that a lot of leaders around us and who are, or individuals who are working in agentic AI space, think that the agentic AI will replace the entire roles. So if an agent can do this task end to end, do we still need the team? And I would say yes, because agents can choose their paths, but still the right governance, the right accountability needs to come from humans. So when you are defining, having your agents in place, have that boundary set where human intervention is required, where where your agents have to stop, and human intervention is required. That is quite an important part when you are thinking of designing your own agents. Let's talk about risk leaders must manage. because when we are thinking of designing agents, then there are quite of areas where we can fall. So the risk can arise when you're cascading actions. So as I said, if you allow your agents to run in autonomy, then the agents can take unintended decisions, and it can have unintended consequences. So you need to think through when you are designing your agent, what boundaries your agent should work within. The other risk that can arise when you overlook your agent design is cost volatility. So if you can think, oh, agent technology is amazing and I need to introduce in my team, in my workflow, in my processes, it's not necessary. It has to have like a right balance. The cost of bringing up an agent, having the access to a data source, having an access to an LLM, will it cost the same what I'm already doing it? Not just because agents are required, I need to use them. I think you need to rethink your design, your solution when you are thinking of a right place where you need to have your agents in place. The third is security and permission creep. So this is quite important, and I think a lot of us know that security plays a very important role, especially in the area where uh, if it is leaking. When AI has come into picture, we are not thinking about creating our security governance or boundaries around it, but that is what is quite an important aspect to look into when you are evaluating your agent design, your solution for your agent, that security should be at forefront. So you should think of what access do my agents require. It doesn't need, say, a website. If you are building an agent for your internal processes, then you don't need an access to your production workload, that is your actual customer facing data. So you don't need a customer facing data when you are building an agent that is work entirely within your organization. That basically an employee data source would make sense into an employee expense reimbursement system, but having a customer data access would be irrelevant. So that should not be authorized. So those kind of boundaries are really important when you are designing your agents. So that's why I want to mention that strategy is essential to define the operational scope of your agent, how successfully you can scale and manage the associated risk when you are defining an agent and the strategy following to build that agent. So while leaders need an agent strategy, because strategy defines where your agents would operate, how much autonomy they have, and when humans intervene. So I think we have touched upon this quite a lot in the previous slides, that you need to have clear goals, but you need to have a hard stop where your agent should have a human intervention. Then without strategy, you will have uh, pilots that will stall and you will forget. You will have automation growing and growing, but you are not going anywhere. So some of the key things keep in mind when you have an agent with strategy and an agent developed without a strategy. So in order to reveal and have built a good strategy, a good agent, so I have defined this strategy framework, where when you are designing your AI agents, you need to think of these 6 pillars or six, I would say, paramount paramount topics when you are thinking of a strategy to build an agent. So first is align. Basically, what problem align your business outcomes. So what problem is your agent solving? That is the most critical and the first most point when you're designing your agent. You should have it in your mind, in your design very clearly. Second is governance. When you are talking about building an agent, think about controls and risk. Don't think that this is the part of the design at the later phase, but it is part of your design strategy, should be at the beginning and forefront. Then we talk about the environment, like what systems and data access your agent will operate on. How much, then we come to navigating autonomy. How much independence we want to give it to your agent, and is it appropriate? Do I allow it to submit the expense report, expense claim, or do I need to just have a human intervention there? Just prepare everything. You can ask your agent to prepare everything. All the policies are checks, everything, all checks are done. It's just that you need a last human intervention before submission. Then another aspect of building your agent is value. Whether running those agents are building or creating any impact, are creating any value or not. So just to give you just a highlight how you can think when you are thinking and taking the decision to build an AI agent. So this is like I would think through 90-day leader actions. You identify your workflows, which I said initially, what different paths your agents can take. Then within that 30 days, you are very clear that what your agent outcome would be. Then you already know different paths to achieve those goals. Second would be defining by the time you have a mature design around that, then you can think of defining your guardrails, security, autonomy paths, and how much independence you need to have, and all the different other aspects of our agent strategy framework. And then after 90 days, I think you can go with with your agent going pilot with governance. So hope this timeline helps you think through. And lastly, this is a challenge for you all. I would like you to design one enterprise level agent. Think that your agent is going live on production, and you can just use this strategy framework to define your business goal, have those governance and risk identified, set those boundaries, have that data access very clear in your mind, like what is the level of data and system access your agent would have, what autonomy level, independence your agent would be allowed, whether it can do this, or you need a human intervention. Too much human intervention would not be an agent, but too less or no human intervention can have a lot of risk around it. Lastly, think about how you will measure the success of your agent. And personally, for me, the goal for your challenge, this particular challenge, would be having a very clear perspective of your agent design rather than perfection. You can always refine your design, but if you are very thorough with your business goals and slowly, like through all the strategic framework, then I think you would be in a good position. Finally, this is my final thought. Will your AI agents in your enterprise will operate by design or by accident? So you have to make that choice. It is your call when you decide that I want to design an AI agent in my process or in my team, then do I do it by accident because I just want to have that AI agent, or you think through, have a good design strategy, and design an agent that can help you solve problems quicker, faster, but with guardrails in place. So I just want to end this session and thank you for all for listening through this. And if you have any questions, please let me know.
All right, Sonali, thank you so much for amazing session. As you say that we are open for the Q&A, I would love to request all the participants drop the question in case if you have any in the chat box, as we still have 10 to 15 minutes to cover all the questions. So feel free to drop all the questions in the chat box. We are looking forward to it. Okay, Sonali, I'll be reading a question that we have got in the chat box from EB. I'm not really sure about the name. So the question is there a repository of agents? If yes, where can we find them?
Okay, so I don't know if you know about Google ADK. So Google has launched an agent development kit last year, and they were it's an open source where you can actually see a lot of where you can actually see a lot of agents being developed, prioritized, and working as well. Like you can actually build your own agents, play around. I can share the details of that repository. It is all available. Maybe if you can try and find, um, if you can try and find that on Google, just type in Google ADK and some agents example, you should be able to, but I will share the link as well.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Sonali, for answering this one. Can see the another question from Ritvik. Hello, Sonali. I see you have worked with Tesco. Can you please give a gist of where might you be using agents in your workflows?
I personally can't share that information, but you can think of a lot of different tech examples where you could use agents. You maybe as very simple. I would say that you can have a product recommendation agent where it is like the context is a customer profile, and a customer's order history, and you would like that customer not to browse through all the products he or she might not be interested in, but you want to give that customer relevant products that are related or are quite linked to their context or the history and a lot of stuff. So there I would say that you can build agents that would have the context, that have the data source of what are the products will have the order history data source available for that customer, and you don't have to build an entire recommendation system, because when we build recommendation system traditionally we lack customer context. But with agents you can have like a recommendation agent which will recommend products specific to a customer.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. I hope, Ritvik, you have got the answer of your question. Moving forward to the next question, and before that, I would like to tell all the participants that I do have some great announcement for all of you. So please stay connected till the end. And the last question for today, I'll be taking it from Umesh. It's under the agent strategy framework. Where does the cost volatility will come in the picture? Also, please explain more on cost volatility.
So you can think of if as part of the agent framework, we talk about the last leg, which is the track value. So that is quite key when you are building your agents and designing your agents, and you have piloted your agents. But before you are doing that, when you are thinking of designing it, if you remember, I talked about it, whether you need an agent, what is the cost of designing that agent, what value it will give, what I am trying to already put to build that agent, is it worth of replacing an existing system, or maybe a problem, like I have a problem that is draining so much money out of my business. If I am going to spend this much money on my agent, is it good enough? Can I track the value of this much drainage of my business with the cost of building that agent and productionizing and using that agent? So that's what I meant about cost volatility, because it can be volatile in the sense, maybe you are using um, a very complex agent, then it might need a lot of uh, power to access LLMs again and again. Maybe if it's a small agent and but it is a human intensive workflow currently and you want to automate it in a different way, and there are a lot of different use cases you can think of, but you have to track it against a value. So cost volatility needs to be against the value of your agent.
Wonderfully answered, Sonali. Thank you so much. So I can't see any further question in the chat box. Wonderful. I would like to request all the participants, if you have any further question, or if you would like to discuss anything regarding the session with Sonali, feel free to reach out to her. You'll find her LinkedIn profile link in the chat box. I've just shared it, and you can reach out to her. I believe she's more than happy to help you all, and we'll definitely look forward to have her again for upcoming sessions as well. So thank you so much, Sonali. So before I take the handover back, I would love to hear final thoughts from you for all the participants today who joined us.
Thank you. I think it was amazing. I think I had a great opportunity presenting it with GSDC. But if any of you would like to get in touch with me, know more, want to learn more about AI or AI agents, I'm happy to help. And yes, I think Preetham should have that link of the strategy framework. Not sure
Yes, I'll be
if you,
sharing it.
yeah. So if you can just share it with the participants, it is available. You can download it anytime. And it was amazing. Thank you. Thank you for listening. And being so patient with me. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. We are glad to have you, Sonali, for today's session. As I said, that we'll be definitely looking out for you having us having again for another session at GSDC. Thank you so much for being here and giving time to us for this session. So as I said, all of you, that I do have some great announcement. But before that, I would like to inform you all. Sonali, you have already provided the challenge to them, right? I hope you
Yes.
all taken the screenshot of that. If no, that we can share the screen again and you can take it. Just let me know in the chat box if you have it or not. In case if you haven't taken the screenshot, you can share the slide again. Do let us know if you still
Yeah,
want that
I'm
slide.
sharing it again if you want to take a screenshot.
Great, Sonali.
Sorry.
Alright, dear participants, the slide is here. You can take the screenshot of it, and you all know that you have to complete this task and you have to post all the result over the social media by tagging GSTC and Sonali. That's how we'll able to track the result and the outcomes that you have completed with this task, and we'll be definitely getting back to you with the one of the most creative tasks that we find with the professional, and definitely we'll be having a surprise gift for all of you. So please do complete the task and share your results over the social media. Thank you so much. Let us know once you're done with the screenshot so we can move further. Wonderful. So, thank you so much, everyone. Sonali, you can
Thank you,
start.
everyone. Thank you, everyone, and hope I see you in future. And all the best. Bye
Thank you.
bye.
Thank you. So, dear participants, I have some quick announcement for all of you. So, this is regarding the featured today's session that we had on. This certification you can opt out for any of the certification. You can use this promo code which is AI20 to get an amazing discount which is 20% off. So, this certification are globally recognized one where we are providing learning resources where you'll be getting a lot of case studies to work on, e-learnings and a book of knowledge. This certifications gives you a lifelong learnings with learning flexibility, and you'll be getting chance to connect with our training partner channel, and you'll be having a lot of opportunity to work on capstone project. I've already shared all the offer details link in the chat box. Feel free to check it out, and in case if you need any assistance regarding all of this certification, feel free to reach out to a learning advisor. You'll find the contact details in the chat box. Also, this is regarding the utility tool. You can use this AUG100 as a code to get 100% off, which is completely free for our webinar attendees. So let me tell those who have joined us for the first time. So this tool will help you to improve your LinkedIn profile score, your AI skill score. Also, it will help you to build your personal brand and help you to create AI generated resumes. So this tool is really amazing. We got a lot of amazing feedback from the participants. So do check this out. You'll find the link in the chat box. If no, then I'll share it post this announcement. So no worries about it. And let me make this announcement that we are running this another webinar series on from policy to practice 2026 designing ISO driven governance that works in the real world, with the time slot that is 8:30 a.m. Central, 10:30 p.m. Singapore time, 8 p.m. Indian Standard Time and 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Do join us as we do have incredible experts aligned for this entire series. And the another webinar series that we are conducting on redefining workforce skills, leadership and learning impact for 2026, which is scheduled from 5th to 31st January 2026. This entire month with the time slot that is 9:30 a.m. Central, 10:30 p.m. Singapore, 9 p.m. Indian Standard Time and 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. As you can see, incredible panel of experts aligned for this series as well. So do not miss this. You'll find all the registration link, WhatsApp link in the chat box. If you scroll a little bit, I've already shared all the links in the chat box. Feel free to connect with us over the WhatsApp so you can get the daily update. And also, we do have these three winners who have referred maximum people so far to this specific webinar series. Let's congratulate to them for their efforts. So the top three winners will be featured on the GSDC Wall of Fame and will be getting back to them for the rewards, which is worth $400. So I would love to quickly show you all where you can see the leaderboard and where you can see your name and how many points that you have earned so far. Just allow me a minute so I can quickly show you all. Here we go. I hope you all can see my screen. So this is our website. You just have to simply go to our upcoming GSDC studio session, and if you go to the AI series, you'll find this event web page where you just have to scroll down a little bit. You can see all the speakers aligned for this series, upcoming series, and if you scroll down a little bit, you'll find this leaderboard legend. Here is the search bar. You can check your name and you can see how many points that you have earned so far by referring maximum people. So we have Leela Venkat Satish Kolla. He has earned 223 points so far, and then Saroj Sahu followed by Doda. So refer maximum people to our session, referring people to our session. It is something that you are taking a step ahead and becoming a thoughtful leader, isn't it? So you still have a time, as we will be announcing all the final winners at the end of this series. So do refer maximum people and get the certification, which is worth $400. Coming back to the main slide. Yeah, we would love to connect with you all over social media. So you can scan this QR, connect with us over LinkedIn, check our website for more information regarding all the certifications that I've mentioned earlier, and also connect with us over the WhatsApp group to get daily update on events, workshop, boot camps that we often conduct. And please do share your valuable feedback on reviews.io and Trustpilot. It would be helpful for us. And thank you so much for joining to this session. I would love to see you all for the upcoming session as well. Until then, keep learning and take care of yourself. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.